Welcome to episode 205 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rao, we have talked extensively about ChatGPT in the past, right?
We have, and we've talked about how it's going to take over the world.
Yes. Well, I had it get me a list of the weirdest car-related laws from around the globe.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
And you have not seen these yet.
I have not.
I'm going to read some of these out to you, and hopefully you get some enjoyment out of them.
I'm curious.
Let's kick it off with this one. California, and we haven't looked these up. ChatGPT will be confidently wrong sometimes, so these might not all be correct, but this is what I've been told, okay? California has a law that prohibits driving with a gorilla in the back seat.
So, how did they come up with that?
I don't know.
How many people were driving with gorillas that made them say, damn it, we need a law?
I don't know, but it's awesome regardless.
You can't drive with a gorilla in the backseat if you live in California.
You're not allowed. You're just not allowed.
God.
Yeah. All right. The next one. In Russia, it's illegal to drive a dirty car.
Oh, so you are a criminal. You.
I have been a criminal in Russia in the past.
You with your dirty car.
It's been washed recently, but yes.
By the rain?
Now, this one was one of those that I was like, surely that can't be right.
I did a quick Google on this particular one.
Yes.
There's a lot of suggested searches, and according to all these other related questions, one of the questions is, why can't you drive a dirty car in Russia? And the answer is, in Russia, cleanliness is supposed to be considered close to godliness.
Oh, boy. So it might be a real thing.
I think it is, comrade.
Oh, boy. All right. Maybe it's not wrong.
Back in Mother Russia, you have no dirty car.
All right. That's kind of wild.
What a thing.
Here's another good one. In Denmark, it's illegal to start a car without first checking for sleeping children underneath it. What? How?
Again.
How did we get to this?
You have to... So... A policeman is driving by in Denmark, and you're rushing out the door to get to work in the morning because you realize, shit, I slept past my alarm. And you rush out to your car, fire it up as quickly as you can, and you get a ticket because you did not look underneath your car for sleeping children.
I guess. I mean, certainly there was an absolute disaster of an accident that created this law.
As much as I don't want an accident to happen, I hope there was some reason for that accident.
There has to be a reason. But we'll move on to the next one. In Japan, it's illegal to splash pedestrians with water while driving. Ooh.
I mean, that one, I see where they're coming from. But what if it's someone you don't like?
It's illegal. You're getting arrested. Straight to prison for you.
It's a felony. I don't know.
Probably not.
It's probably misdemeanor. But either way.
Do you think that should be a thing in the U.S.?
No.
Why?
Because
illegal seems a bit far.
It's frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mean thing to do. But it's not illegal.
You know what? Make it illegal. Let's go.
Oh, here we go. You know what? While we're at it, let's make driving a dirty car legal too.
All right, sure. In Thailand, it is illegal to drive a car without wearing a shirt.
What?
I guess so.
Does Thailand know where Thailand is?
That's what it says.
It's a hot climate there, isn't it?
I agree.
Could you imagine going to the beach and then getting in your car and having to put a shirt on after you've been swimming in the salt water all day? Having that sticky shirt on you? You're going, I hate this so much.
Do you often drive without wearing shirts?
If I go to the beach, yeah.
Oh.
Because on my way home, have you ever been in the salt water at the beach?
Oh, yeah.
So when you get out of the salt water,
yeah, it's terrible.
You have that weird sticky feeling?
Yeah.
It almost hurts.
It's
right?
it's weird.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Well, I alleviate that by just not putting my shirt back on.
But then don't you get your seats all dirty and
No, put a towel.
Oh, okay.
Put a towel over the seat, but I just don't want to feel like my shirt sticking to my nipples.
No, you got to bring it up, backup shirt. Have to in Thailand.
What you have to do is you have to cut the nipples out of your shirt.
Oh God. I wonder if that would be illegal in Thailand. I'm not
would
sure.
that be considered?
I don't know.
So what if it's a sleeveless shirt?
A tank top is a shirt, right?
I think so. But what if it's not a tank top, but you cut the sleeves off to make it a tank top?
I don't really know. I'm not sure.
What if it's tube top?
Could be.
Oh, my God.
Don't know. All right. In France, it's illegal to name a pig Napoleon, but it is legal to drive a car with no windshield.
What?
I don't know where the pig came from.
That has nothing to do with cars.
I don't know.
You can't name a pig Napoleon, but you can drive a car without a windshield.
Right.
Is that because French windshields were so unreliable that they just fell out all the time?
I don't know.
The gendarmes. Pardonnez-moi. My windshield. You're fine, sir. You can carry on, but is that pig named?
I don't know. Napoleon. France can't name your pig Napoleon.
So I'm going to get a
weird.
pig and name him Napoleon and move to France and see what happens.
You're getting arrested.
Oh, man.
And with your shirt with holes for its nipples. Anyway, in Spain, it's illegal to drive in flip-flops.
Again,
Ooh.
does Spain not know where they're at?
I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think it is safe to drive in flip-flops?
Not as safe as it is driving in tennis shoes or even bare feet.
Or shirtless?
Well, that's just because I'm distracting everyone.
Yes, sure you are. I think it probably is a good idea to make it so people don't drive in flip-flops. I know a lot of people do, but like a lot of people do.
I'm guilty of it from time to time.
Right?
I'm going to the beach. I'm not wearing tennis shoes. I'm not wearing leather boots to go to the beach.
Okay. It doesn't say that you can't drive barefoot. It just says not in flip-flops.
Okay.
So, do you think in the U.S. it should be illegal to drive only in flip-flops? You can take them off. You can do barefoot. Barefoot's fine, in my opinion. You have pretty good feel with the pedal. You're barefoot. But flip-flops are a little weird.
Yeah, they get caught underneath the pedals. That one I can... Yes, but again, Spain, it's a hot climate. You're going to the beach a lot.
Agreed. I guess it's just go barefoot.
Yeah, I like that.
Should it be a law in the U.S.?
No.
No?
Just because I like freedom.
I can't think... For safety, maybe it should, but I don't think it ever will. It's not very high on the list of importance there. I have not seen yet any one of these laws that should be one in the... Maybe illegal to drive with a dirty car. You know, I'm kind of down for that one.
Russia's got something figured out there.
Oh, God.
Are you a Russian sympathizer?
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
All right. In South Africa, it's illegal to drive with the person in the trunk of your car.
Is that because it's so dangerous in South Africa that the carjacking itself isn't illegal, but it's only illegal when you put the owner in the trunk?
Might be.
So it's...
Is it legal to drive in the U.S. with the person in your trunk? I don't think so.
I'm just thinking of how dangerous South Africa is as a place. That they've, in my head, what that tells me is they've decriminalized all the actual criminal activities like murdering and raping and things of bad things. But as long as you don't put them in your trunk, put them in the back seat. If you stab someone, that's okay, but just put them in the back seat, not the trunk.
It is also illegal in the U.S. to drive with the person in the trunk of your car.
But what's funny is there's always the trunk emergency pull latch inside the trunk.
There is.
Yeah.
So clearly this wasn't a thing. It's they continue to do it on new cars. So clearly
people are going to the trunks.
Yep. People are getting forced into trunks usually. This is not good.
Or is it voluntary?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. In India, it is illegal to beep your car horn in a hospital zone.
Oh, I knew that was going to be just ridiculous.
Yep.
As soon as you said in India, I knew that was just going to be something absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
You can't use your horn in a hospital zone?
Yeah. I don't think that's ridiculous.
What?
Okay. I wonder what they define as a hospital zone.
That's what I'm saying.
Lot? I don't know what it is.
In the emergency drive-through? Well, sure. Right?
Yeah.
But, like... You got someone that's texting and driving while they're in the parking lot. Wake up, brother.
Yeah. No, you get out. You gotta hold your head out the window. Yay!
Or
hey!
You throw your car in park. You get out. You walk over. You tap on their window. Excuse me. Can you Usher along, please.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I saved the best for last.
Oh, I'm excited.
In Alabama.
Oh.
This is a good start.
Oh.
It's illegal to drive blindfolded.
No. No. You don't
guess.
say.
I guess.
You're not allowed to drive blindfolded in Alabama.
No. Turns out. Shockingly, that's a law. Thought it was a given.
The fact that that's a law
Yeah.
makes you have to sit back and wonder, now how many people have tried to drive blindfolded?
It is Alabama.
It is Alabama.
I could have just started it as I started in Alabama. That's about all I had to say.
I thought you were going to say like it's illegal to kiss your sister blindfolded.
No, we weren't going down the family tree. Driving with
like
a
literally
blindfold.
going down.
Right. We weren't doing that. Nope. It is illegal to drive blindfolded.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they had to have that law.
Common sense doesn't exist.
I want to know, if you live in Alabama, how many times have you seen someone try to drive blindfolded? I want to know this as a stat. Because I feel like it's probably more than we would expect.
There's a story there.
There has to be many stories there.
Yeah.
For that to be a law on the books of, listen, you colossal idiot, you can't drive blindfolded. Why are you trying to drive via telepathy? Oh, is there more blind people in Alabama? Do they try to drive with Braille? You know how sometimes there's Braille for your horn?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Again, why is there Braille on your horn? It's because blindfolded people are trying to drive in Alabama.
It's not they're blindfolded. I see.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I also wonder, like, what about other states? Is that also a law? I don't really know.
That makes you wonder.
Not sure. Anyway, those are some of the more entertaining laws that ChatGPT wrote for us. Now,
Those are good.
quick reminder, we're not exactly sure if they're all correct laws because ChatGPT will be confidently wrong sometimes, but hopefully it got you a good laugh anyway.
I always do love, I saw someone that was like, they asked ChatGPT, what's 2 plus 2? ChatGPT goes 4. And then it says, replace 4 with 5. And he goes, okay, so what is 2 plus 2? 5.
Yeah.
No. What are you doing?
It's just following the prompt it's been given.
It is.
Yes.
It is. So that was fun to go through. Have you seen anything while you've been out and about?
I have. I saw a black Ferrari California, which wasn't really anything all that special. It was kind of an older one.
Okay.
And then I saw also another black Ferrari, but this time it was an F8 Tributo,
Ooh.
which is one of the newer Ferraris that are out.
It is the new, well, not the most new, but the newer mid-engine Ferrari. Because the most newest is the 296, which is a V6 hybrid.
Right.
This is a twin-turbo V8, if I am correct.
Now, is this the replacement for the 488?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the replacement for the 488, which is the replacement for 458, which is the replacement for the 430, which is the replacement for the 360.
You're just going down the family tree.
I
Okay.
am. Yes.
Great. Yep. What do you think about this car in comparison to the cars of its competition?
What are the cars of its competition?
Well, that would be, what does Lambo make in this price bracket?
Probably your Huracan. I'd say, well, you know what? Let me see. Let me Google the price of an F8.
Okay. And let's see, what are some other manufacturers? Does Aston Martin have one? Porsche probably has a competitor, right? A 911.
So
Turbo?
the Ferrari F8 starts at a 283,000.
Okay, what's a Porsche at 283?
Oh, you're
911 Turbo S?
yeah.
Okay, so I kind of think that I would go 911 Turbo S.
Really?
I kind of do.
Oh,
I know you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming at all.
That's just my take on it. It would blend in more. I'll say that.
It would blend in more.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather this or a Lamborghini?
What would be the competition in the Lamborghini space?
Probably the Huracan.
What about Aston?
DBS.
DBS? What other manufacturer? McLaren?
McLaren 720S.
What would you take? Are you just going to default to Porsche?
No.
Ooh.
I would go. Well, let me see something here, because I'm curious. Let's see. That's too much, so that wouldn't make sense. Maybe the Evo. See, I don't know. Okay, if it's between the F8 and the 720S, I'm going the F8 all day.
And a 720S. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, the McLaren.
Yeah, I think the McLaren 720S is just... It's not exciting enough.
No.
It's not pretty enough. I think the F8 is much prettier.
Yep.
If it's between the Turbo S and the F8, I think I may go... see, that's a toss-up for me.
Yeah.
Because I like the modesty of the Turbo S because I don't have to have the center of attention.
Right.
And I like the daily drivableness of the Turbo S.
This F8 Tributo in a different color than black would be the center of attention. If it was red, if it was yellow,
Everywhere.
it'd be the center of attention. Black, it probably does blend in, but the Turbo S really blends in.
Yeah, you can be just regular ass traffic in a Turbo S.
Yeah, and nobody would know.
Yeah.
It's just bonkers fast.
Or you could show up to the Ritz and still fit in.
Yes.
This doesn't fit in at Walmart.
No.
I don't know. If it's between this and Turbo S, I'm in a toss-up. I may lean 1% more Turbo S, but by 1%.
And you wouldn't go Lambo, you wouldn't go Aston.
No, because the Lambo I'd want would be the Huracan STO, and that's another 50, 60 grand over this.
Okay.
And the Aston would be the next closest option for me.
DBS?
Yeah. That'd be the next. I'd say Porsche, Ferrari, and then Aston, then Lambo, then McLaren.
I think that would be my order as well.
Then Audi R8.
Can you even buy an Audi R8 for 200 grand? Is somebody gonna get that price?
Oh, yeah. You get a top spec, yeah.
I just don't see that car being that
No.
value at all.
No. Nah, not for me. No.
Well, interesting idea. As I passed this, I was like, what else could I buy for that value? New, but what else could I buy? And it sounds like we would actually go Turbo S.
I think so.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
All right, so what else did you see?
I saw a McLaren, but I saw a McLaren 600 Longtail. Spider, more specifically, in a very similar spec, a gray with black accents and all that. And I will say, I think the McLaren 600 Longtail, along with the 765 Longtail, are my two favorite modern McLarens.
Why do you say that?
It just looks way more proportional than all the other McLarens, as with the 765. Like, the regular 570S just doesn't really do anything for me.
No.
The regular 720, again, doesn't really do anything for me. Is it neat to see? Sure, but it doesn't really make me go, ooh. But the 600 Longtail and the 765 Longtail, those two give me that, like, ooh kind of a feeling. They're a bit wider. They're proportionally, they're just way better.
Okay. So it's the wide, the more fins, angles, edginess to the car?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Because they're not that different from each other.
I mean, the 570S is the more regular Joe version of the 600 Longtail. The 720S is the more regular Joe version of the 765 Longtail. But it just seems like the 600 Longtail is what the 570 should have been. The 765 Longtail is what the 720 should have been. I
have a feeling that these cars as well will fall into the McLaren trap, where 1.5 generations from now, this is going to look very long in the tooth.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think this. I think this is where I differ. I think the 570 and the 720 will, but I don't think the Longtails will. I think because they are just that extra touch more aggressive, wider, more angry, I think they're going to stay a bit more timeless than their average Joe counterpart.
Right. And the example that I give would be the MP412C. It looks like it's very old right now.
It looks like your it's seen some things in Right.
For how young it is, it looks extremely old. And I don't know if that's an iteration quick thing in McLaren. I don't know.
As the saying goes, it's too young to be feeling this damn old.
Yeah.
But yeah, spot of the week for me, McLaren 600 Longtail Spider. I still love it. One of my favorite McLarens.
Solid choice.
Yes. So let's move on to the I wish they would have's.
All right.
Do you have one?
I do. So my mother called me this week, and she goes, "Hey, Derek, I have a great I wish they would have for you." She called it something else. I can't remember what she called it. And I was like, all right, what is it? She said, back in the day when you'd be going 70 miles an hour on the interstate and your car would be going and shaking to all pieces. And I was like, yeah, that's like way back in the day, but I know what you're talking about. Sure.
It's called driving a Jeep.
Any older car, yes.
Yeah.
You drive them on the interstate. My old Civic was not sketchy to drive, but it didn't feel as reassuring as my new car right now. Right? She was like saying that was one way to slow people down back in the day.
I see.
In her, I wish they would have, was I wish that manufacturers would make the cars more unstable at high speed, or more difficult to drive at high speed is maybe the right way to say this.
It's a bold move.
It is a bold move, and that was my comeback. It was... That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. It will slow people down, but I feel like there are better ways to slow people down than just...
Frankly, I think it'll slow them down when they hit the tree and now they're not moving.
Yeah, that's not how you want to slow people down.
Not particularly.
So I wish that there was a different way to slow people down.
Like a governor.
Nah. That one's just asking to be bypassed. Let's be real.
Would it be like something that protrudes from the seat into your butthole when you go too fast?
No.
Like you go too fast and woo!
No, I don't know how you would do it, and I think that that's the quandary that we're in. But I know that...
Make the gas pedal vibrate?
You'd have to make the driver uncomfortable at high speed.
Ah.
How you do that is the question.
Oh, maybe what happens is if you hit over, 85 and you're not on a racetrack, all of the heat, the air conditioning heat kicks on full blast.
I like that kind of idea.
So like you're going 85, but you hit 86, and now it's like, whoa, you're in a sauna.
I like that.
And then 2 minutes later, like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore.
But if you slow back down, you get your AC back.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually. That's a good one. That's a really good I wish they would have. So do you have one?
I do, and it's a bit ridiculous.
All right.
I wish that surfaces on the interior of your car were like built-in lint removers.
Ah.
Like I wish that when I sat down and put my seatbelt on, it would help to remove the dog fur off of me. Because when you have a dog that's as fluffy as mine, every single day of your life is take your dog to work day. Because all of his fur tends to follow me out the door. Even if I've lint rolled myself, I don't know how, but it's magnetized to me.
That's an interesting one. I don't know how you would do that mechanically.
No idea.
The best way that I can think to do it would be actually with static electricity. You would...
Shock.
Right, but you would like get in the seat and it would like charge you up and repel all the hair off. It'd be very dangerous to do, but from like a physics perspective, actually how to implement that's the best way that I can think of.
Yeah.
I like your idea. I don't know if a car
like I wish the
seatbelt
seatbelt was one where I could just like whoop, and now I'm
de-dog haired.
I'm de-dogged. Yeah. I've been undogged.
Let's just zap you with the Tesla coil and see what happens.
No.
Okay.
You'll have all 4 of the hairs on my head stick up. All 4 of my hairs.
But the dog hair will be gone.
Replaced by char.
Or stuck on end. Either or.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my. So this has been a trip of an episode. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and drop a comment on the video. Let us know which of the weird laws you think is the weirdest and which you think we should actually implement here in, Florida or the U.S. If you're listening on audio only, send us those thoughts via social. Facebook is We Are Auto. Instagram is We Are Auto _. YouTube is We Are Auto. And our website is weareauto.io. So, thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.